So this is the loop we are supposed to solve problem 1.37. Still loop A, so this is point A, B, C, D. Of length, then the length is 1.2 meter. We have to learn how to change this text into numbers or given. And then we will do our best to solve the problem. Okay, Shabab? If this is 1.2, this means this is 0.3 meter. And 0.3 meters times 4 is 1.2. Okay? In order for this loop and 10 millimeter diameter. So the diameter here is 10 millimeter. And it has diameter, لها thickness. This diameter is 10 millimeter. Okay. Steel loop ABCD is length 1.2 meter and 10 millimeter diameter is placed as shown around a 24 millimeter diameter aluminum rod AC. Then we have here, Shabab, aluminum rod. And usually we say something rod when it's short, it's not long. If it's long, we call it wire. Right. Then this is steel بالمناسبة. And this is aluminum, AL. Diameter here of this rod is again 24 millimeter. It's a unique. It's different than the other one. This is 10 millimeter, this is 24 millimeter. For those of you who might be interested in the thickness, we will add a thickness. So this is a thickness, this is not a line. And we have a force here, of course, that's pulling this structure. This force is Q, this force is called Q. Okay? So the aluminum rod is AC, the other one is like a cable. Cables BE, so at point B to E we have a cable, small one. And cable DF, this is D, this is F. Each of 12 millimeter thickness. Then this is 12 millimeter diameter. Each of 12 millimeter diameter are used to apply a load Q. This is the load that we are applying, Q, up and down. Okay, knowing that the ultimate strength of the steel, okay, so the sigma allowable for steel is equal for the ultimate strength of the steel used for the loop and the cables. So this is again, this cables is steel also. Is 400 megapascal, and the ultimate strength of the aluminum, so the sigma allowable for aluminum, the maximum one, is again is 260 megapascal. As we can see, aluminum strength usually less than steel strength. Steel is very strong. Okay, شباب؟ طيب. What is needed? Determine the largest Q, find Q maximum. The largest load Q that can be applied if an overall factor of safety is 3. So he is saying that N is equal to 3. N is, what is N? Is the factor of safety. Now let's solve this problem. As we have seen before, using statics, always we change the structure from very complicated one into basic structure. So let's assume here at point B, so this point B here. Let's look at the free body diagram. Free body diagram. Free body diagram is simply like this. We have here this force, which is Q, and we have two forces that we don't know the value. Let's call it F. For this distance from here to there, this is 240 millimeter. And from here to there, this is 180. So 180 and the other one is 240. Of course, the other one 240 and 180 and 180. If we do some calculations, this would be, if we do a little calculation, that this would be like, of course, this is 90 degrees, assuming this is 90 degrees angle. So this is a square triangle. So this is going to be 5, and this ratio is 5, and this is 3. Summation, now let's do the following. Summation forces in y equal to 0. Look at this. We have Q here, we have force here, and we have force here. Summation forces in y is equal to 0. ايش يؤدي؟ What do we have? We have here Q, موافقين يا شباب؟ Minus, because this is down, minus. Now this is not F, this is F, the resultant is F. What we are interested in this component. If this is F, what would be the component in Y, يا شباب?
3/4.
This 3/4. Why not 3/5? Yeah. 3/5 times 2 times F. Why 2F? And then we have one force. Why 3/5? Because this is a component in y-axis equal to 0. Right. If we simplify this, this would be force is equal. Let's combine the forces here on one side. Of course, we can do the following. We can say Q is equal 6/5 force. Clear يا شباب? Okay, but we are not interested in writing Q in terms of, we are interested in the opposite, because what is needed is Q. So let's write everything in terms of Q. So what would be the force written in terms of Q? أحد يقول لي؟ Force is equal ايش يا شباب؟
5/6.
5/6. The opposite, 5/6. So this is the first equation. طيب. Now the other equation here would not help us. Summation of forces in y and x. ليش؟ لأنه بيقول لك force تساوي force. ما في شيء جديد. Nothing is new. Also summation moment here is equal to 0. All forces 0. So nothing new. We cannot generate anything from here. So let's now look at point A. At point A, we have the following forces. We have again forces F here, and we have a force that is in this direction. Let's call this force P. طيب, can someone tell me why this force has to be in this direction?
Because it's compression.
It is under compression. The aluminum beam is under compression. If we don't have aluminum rod here, this structure will be just line. Two cables like this. Now we put the aluminum, so it is under compression. This means it's pushing this to the left. Now summation of forces in X equal to 0. يؤدي إلى, let's look at what do we have here. We have P. Again, let's draw the triangulars again one more time. We have 3 here, 4, 5. Okay? So P, summation of forces P, let's say minus P, plus 2 times F, okay? It's not 2 times F directly, it's 4 over 5F equal to 0. What does this lead to? يا شباب؟ إنه P, let's take P the other side, is equal to ايش؟
8 على 5.
P is equal 8
8 على 5.
8 over 5, yes, true, times what? F.
F.
Again, this is function of F. We need to replace it in terms of Q. Yes, we have here an equation between F and Q. So what would be P? Now P. So as you can see, شباب, جبنا P the other side. 2 by 4 is 8. And we have 5 here, as you can see. Now let's write P in terms of Q. So what is P now? P is 8 over 5 times F. طيب. What is F again?
5 على 6 Q.
5 over 6 Q. So let's cross these two. That would be 8 over 6 Q. Can we simplify it anymore? 4 over 3
4 over 3.
Q. So this is again equation 2. Now, as we can see, we have written F in terms of Q, and we have written P in terms of Q also. This is the second equation. Okay? Right. Now, the remaining part is very simple. Why it's very simple? لأنه المطلوب إنه we find the stress, the maximum force based on the stress. Now let's take it one by one يا شباب. Let's take the cable BF and BE and DF. Two cables هنا. طيب حد يقدر يقول لي what is the stress in these two cables? Let's use another page. حد يقول لي what is, can someone tell me what is the stress in these two cables? ها شباب. Sigma axial يساوي force
F
over area. What is the force here? Okay, we should not write force because we are using force here. So let's say Q over area. This Q over the area. ايش ال Q يا شباب؟ We are looking for, صح? What is the area? Can someone tell me what is the area of this road here?
by over 4
Pi over 4.
12 تربيع.
اوكي احنا نستخدم كل شيء بالمتر. 0.012 سكوير.
هي اوريدي بالمتر.
اوكي طيب this is equal to 480, which is allowable strength of the 480 في 10⁶. لكن we divide by ايش؟ by الفاكتور of safety اللي هو هذا n. So we divide by 3. طيب can someone tell us what would be Q here?
18,95.57.
18,000.
95.
Okay. Let's say based on the loop. Again, sigma A تساوي الفورس over الاريا. طيب what is the force هناك يا شباب؟ What is the force in the loop? This is the force in the loop, F. It's not Q. We have Q here, we have 2F there, and we have something else there. So again, let's solve this. What is the force? We have 5Q over 6. What is the area of the cable?
باي على 14
أيوه.
0.1 سكوير.
Square. Again, this should be equal 480 times 10 to the power 6 over 3. What would be Q here again? كم قيمة Q؟
15,080.
15,080 نيوتن
إيه.
4 over 3Q times pi over 4. ايش الدايمتر حق الرود اللي هنا؟ What is the area of aluminum rod? It's written here.
0.024.
0.024 square. This is equal to 60 times 10 to the power 6 over 3. كم تطلع الكيو اللي هنا؟ طيب 29,000
405.
5.
405 نيوتن. هو الآن بيسألنا يا شباب, he's asking us what would be the maximum. So which one should you use? We have three values.
smallest one.
First one
20,000.
First one, 18,000. This is the maximum that this cable will withstand or can carry. 15,000, this is the maximum this loop can carry. 29, this is the maximum the aluminum can carry. So what would be the maximum?
نشوف
smallest one.
الفاكتور اوف سيفتي.
الفاكتور سيفتي already أخذنا everywhere. 3 3 3.
اوكي.
ها؟
smallest value.
smallest value. مين اللي يقول smallest value؟
علي
علي مين؟
بخش.
علي بخش. كويس يعني. إذا
دكتور عندي سؤال بس.
إذا the maximum applied, so this is the maximum one. This is Q maximum. Yes. حد عنده سؤال؟
ايه دكتور انا عندي سؤال. الاريا في المعادلات انت حولتها لايش؟ اللي هي الدايمتر.
دائما نستخدم متر.
نستخدم المتر؟
Yes. Yeah. We always use the basic units. Newton, second, meter, kilogram, Pascal. So we cannot solve this problem by saying 480. This is not correct. End up with wrong number. We say 480 times 10 to the power 6. Transfer it from megapascal into Pascal. We are using يا شباب بالمناسبة mega here just to simplify the editing or writing. يعني بدل ما نكتب 4 يعني historically they used to do this like this 1 2 3 4 5 6. Is this easy number? This is not easy to write. Long number. So what did they do? They say 480 times 10 to the power 6. And then after that they say 480, we are using 480 megapascal. But when you use calculation, you go back to this. Times 10 to the power 6. واضح يا شباب هذه المسألة؟
واضح.
واضح دكتور.
اللي يقول يبغى ياخذ فيجر كابشن او مصور الشاشة، اعتقد على مرحلتين. هذه المرحلة الأولى وهذه الثانية.